Okay, so this is transformations part 2, and what we will do now is just graph another quadratic. Okay, so this time x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, and we'll call that same function. So let's get f1. Okay, we'll keep it the same, but now we will add 3 to it. So keep the function the same, f1 of x, and we're adding 3. So what will that do? We'll move it up or down, left or right. Think about it first and then hit enter. Okay, it's going up 3, so if you thought that, well done. Okay, so now we'll try another one. Let's take the original blue function, this one over here. Okay, and now we'll put x plus 3 inside the brackets or the parentheses. So replace every x with x plus 3. What would happen? Give it some thought. Hit enter. It moved it left 3. Okay, so the next one we'll experiment with is, let's do negative the original function. So if we have the original function, we put a negative in front, what will happen? Well, think about it. Think about like x squared and negative x squared. Okay, and if you thought that it would reflect in the x-axis, you would be correct. Okay, so there it is. All right, and the next one, let's do this, and let's put a negative x in the brackets. Okay, so now it's not outside the parentheses, but inside it. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen there? Well, if you said reflect in the y-axis, you'd be correct. Okay, so it's reflected in the y-axis. Okay, and we'll do another one. Let's do the original function, and let's do x minus 2 in brackets. So which way is this going to move? Let's hit enter. It moves it right 2 places. And another one. Let's do the original minus 1. Okay, and that moves it down 1. Okay, so we have one more I'm going to show you right now, but there's a lot going on here. Okay, so what's useful to know is if you go up to here where all the equations are, you can just unselect these by going up and clicking on it. Okay, so we're not deleting it, we're just hiding them for now because there's too many things going on. Okay, and that could sometimes be useful. So for the last one, we're going to do the absolute value of this function. Okay, so remember absolute value. Let me just show you where to find it. Beside the 9, okay, there's this. Okay, and this is a really useful button. So once again, right beside the 9, go here. Okay, and we want to take the absolute value of this function. So we go to var f1. We have to define it with x. Okay, before I hit enter, let's think about this. What is the absolute value? Remember, the absolute value of 5 is just 5. The absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5. Sometimes defined as the distance away from 0. But in any case, to keep it simple, any negative value overall will become a positive. Okay, so think about what that means. What here is negative for y, for the y values, and what will become positive? Okay, so the negatives should turn positive, and the positives should remain positive. So think about what that may look like, and then hit enter when you're ready. And there we go. Okay, and I wish this one was a different color, actually. Let me just play with this. If I click that, and I believe if I do control menu, it should be here. Maybe it's down below somewhere. Or attributes. No. There's an easy way to do this, which it's not working for me right now. Let me try that again. Graph and control menu. Okay. So there is an easy way to show the color, and for whatever reason it's not working for me right now. Okay, so it's just not letting me click it. So I advise you to play with it as well. Oh, there we go. I got it to work. I'm not sure. I'm doing this on a laptop. It might be easier on a calculator. Okay, but if you go to line color, I'll change it to something distinctly different. So say pink. Okay, now you're seeing this is the same, and it's only this negative part here is being reflected up. Okay, but I believe it's control menu to change the color. A little finicky using my laptop. Okay, so that was the absolute value of this original function. So the very last thing that we will do here is I want to write a function. Let's do this. I'm going to combine a few of them. So say negative. Let's take the original function. Let's do x plus 4 minus 2. And before we hit enter, I want you to think about what's going to happen to this blue function. There's a lot of things happening here. What does the negative do? That move it left or right? Did it reflect it? What did it do? What about x plus 4? What about the minus 2? So there's 3 different things happening here. So I want you to think about it, make an educated guess, then hit enter, and let's see where it goes. So feel free to pause the video if you want to think about that. But I'll hit enter now. And it's right here. Okay, so it reflected, it moved left 4, and, well, it reflected in the x-axis, and moved left 4, and moved down 2. Okay, so this can be a really useful tool to ensure you understand how things are being transformed. Okay, and it's good to know that you can do this.